Welcome to this week's episode of CHRYSALIS, The Family Adventures. Today we come to episode 89, entitled, Everybody Wants Something. For those of you unfamiliar with the story, the series centers around the Stivic family, a working-class family trying to live in inflationary Southern California, particularly the teens and their circle as they confront and celebrate what life has to offer. In this episode, everybody wants something. As you meet the characters, Samantha, Kamala, her estranged girlfriend, who now comes back to her hoping to get them into political campaigns, Amanda, another friend who's going to be working hard this weekend, Joey, Samantha's dad, who's also going to be trying to work hard this weekend to combat the slowdown at work, and Giselle, the family matriarch, who's trying to keep everything stable and in equilibrium. Let's listen. CHRYSALIS, The Family Adventures, Episode 89, Everybody Wants Something. Fade in. Previously on CHRYSALIS, The Family Adventures. External, outside the high school day. The students are leaving. The usual bunch is there, minus Kamala. Amanda plants a closed-mouth lip kiss on Samantha's mouth. Samantha recoils, pulling away. Samantha, freaking out and looking around. Hey, be careful. Kamala might be around. Amanda, oh, sorry. Samantha looks around nervously. At that moment, Kamala comes out with her two new friends. They walk by without stopping. Kamala, matter-of-factly, hello. Keeps going, her girls glancing, waving at Samantha. Everyone in Samantha's crowd, including her, just watched them. Angela, whoa. Amanda, she's like on a totally different wavelength. Samantha, you think if I stop hanging with you, she'll come back to me? Cut to Samantha, look, I'm really broken up over Kamala. Giselle, oh my God. Samantha, imagine if Dad left you. Giselle, don't tempt me. Cut to internal, the house, Samantha's room, night. Samantha is on her bed, concentrated in her computer. She seems to be fixedly into it, though she's not typing anything. She clicks on her mouse. Internal, the house, Samantha's room, night, a little later. Samantha is in the same position, mostly looking, not typing, seeming more frustrated. She goes on like this for a while, looking more and more frustrated with each attempt. These are intermittent with her just sitting and sinking. After a little while of this, she throws up her hands with a sigh. Samantha, enough. Image, text being typed, Samantha. You there? Cut to image, text, Amanda. Hey, what's up? Image, text being typed, Samantha. I can't study. I can't concentrate. I'm going crazy. Cut to internal, the house, living room, night. Joey, you gotta ask for a raise. Giselle, I thought you said this slowdown is only temporary. Iran's gonna open the strait, right? Joey, I wish it were that simple. We might have to make a bigger sacrifice. Giselle, well, I don't think I can just come out and ask for a raise. Joey, things are going to get real bad if you don't. Internal, the house, Samantha's room, night. Image, text, Kamala. Hi. Caption, and now, continuing on in and out of the cocoon. Theme music display. Caption, the family adventure continues. Samantha reacts real shocked, lighting up with a smile and a very quiet cheer. Image, text being typed, Samantha. Hey, it's so good to hear from you. Image, text, Kamala. It's been really hard for me too. It's not all you. I kind of drove you to do what you did. Image, text being typed, Samantha. No, it's my fault because I did it. I could have controlled myself. Image, text, Kamala. How many times was this happening? Image, text being typed, Samantha. Actually, only twice. And I tried to cut it off at the second time. Image, text, Kamala. Well, stacked up against the re-theft of voting rights, the misadventure in a totally unnecessary war theft, besides killing innocent people as war always does, along with the return of massive inflation, I'd say what you did is nothing. Image being typed, text being typed, Samantha. Wow, you sound like Dad, only in reverse. Image, text, Kamala. can you talk? Image, text being typed, Samantha. I'm really not supposed to be chatting, just doing homework. And it's a doozy. I'm completely stuck. Image, text, Kamala. I meant, can you talk live? Image, text being typed, Samantha. Oh, I don't want to push the... I think I'm already pushing it. Image, text, Kamala. All right, let me help you through the homework. But one thing I want to say, I'm going to join a political campaign and I want you to be my partner in it. Do you think you can do it? Image, text being typed, Samantha. Over my parents' dead bodies. They'll never let me go. I'm already on clampdown. Image, text, Kamala. That's too bad. But actually, most of it is phone work. You get a phone bank of voters, and you call them and encourage them to vote for our candidate. Image, text being typed, Samantha. And who's our candidate? Image, text, Kamala. It depends where you're calling. The DNC, the Democratic National Committee, calculates which are the most crucial races, i.e. the places where we can flip the Senate or the House, the Assembly or the State Senate, etc., onto local races. Image, text being typed, Samantha. I think I'm going to have to be careful about that. My dad will definitely have a fit, and I don't think my mom's going to be too down with it. Oh, I can hear some noise. We better hang up. After some footsteps outside her door getting closer, Joey enters. Samantha. I did the best I could, Dad. Joey. What does that mean? Samantha. There are just some things I'm not cut out for. Joey. Great. Because you have to look for a job. Samantha. How am I going to do a job if I can't even do schoolwork? Joey. Because you'll starve if you don't. I don't call the shots, unfortunately. It'd be a lot better if I did. But Iran has decided to play hardball and attack our forces, so prices are going to stay high, and the shop will be empty for a bit longer. Samantha. Yeah, Kamala says we should never have gone in. Joey. No, we should have gone in. They just shouldn't have messed with us. So now we're just all going to have to make some sacrifices, and yours is going to be working. Giselle. Off screen, tired sounding. Joey, she needs to stay in school. You can't take out our difficulties on her. Samantha. Ma, school's not going to help me. I think working is just what I need. It'll boost my self-esteem. Giselle. Do you know the kind of job you're going to get without even a high school education? You'll be hauling and taking out trash. That is, if you're even strong enough to lift it. Samantha. No, I got the perfect job. Giselle. And what is that? Samantha. I'm going to join Kamala in working for a campaign. Giselle. Oh, no, you're not. First of all, those are volunteer jobs. They don't got nothing to pay out. Samantha. But if I do a good job, then they'll hire me when they get elected. Giselle. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Do you know how many volunteers these campaigns got working for them? Tons. But once they get in, that is if they get in, they have a threadbare staff, the minimum. You'd have to have a stellar resume, and you didn't even graduate. No siree, it's school only for you until you get your work done. Samantha. But I wouldn't have gotten it done were it not for her help, so I kind of owe her. Giselle. Number one, she shouldn't be doing your work for you. Do you understand it better, or did she just give you the answers? Samantha. It's so complex that it's not just answers. You really have to understand the whole working dynamics, the premise. Giselle. Well, if I asked you to explain it to me now, could you? Samantha. Oh, you wouldn't get it. Giselle. Try me. Samantha. Oh my God. Stressed on the spot. Well, let's say you're trying to get a 200-pound weight to a different location, and you're only 95 pounds. How are you going to get something more than twice as heavy as yourself at a distance of 1 mile? Giselle. How are you? Samantha. You have to do a forced velocity conversion. Giselle. And what's that? Samantha. The amount of weight heavier than your weight multiplied by a like-sized rotational axis and a base of 1.5 times the object you need to carry. Does that make sense? Giselle. Yeah, sort of. But here's the other thing. You don't owe Kamala anything. What she did was volunteer work, too. So you're even. Samantha. But what about what Dad said, that I need to work? Giselle. He's a little short-sighted, too. You ain't going to get anything that's worth you're missing school for. Joey, well then, how do you propose to catch us up since you won't ask for a raise or even more hours? Giselle, it's called austerity, Joey. We just have to learn to do with less. Joey, I don't agree. Not when we got a capable person who can earn us an extra buck or two. Giselle, you're going on about what Samantha and I should be doing. Samantha, Ma, I'm perfectly willing to look for real work. There's got to be something. Giselle, no. Joey, you need to find extra work yourself. Since you were doing all that towing, you could hire yourself out as a truck driver. Maybe there's a construction project you could operate a crane lifting things. Joey, those are union jobs. They won't hire anyone outside the union. Nice try, though. Samantha, can I have my room back? They look at her, suddenly remembering they're in her room. Giselle, come on, Joey, let's go. She reaches out and grabs his hand, Joey resisting. Wait a minute, we never resolved this issue about work. Giselle, yes, we did. She's not working. That's our problem. Joey, I don't remember two people agreeing to your solution. Giselle, everyone on the education board. That's more than two people. Joey, what? Giselle, the education board. You never heard of the education board? The Department of Education? Joey, what's that got to do with anything we were talking about? Giselle, according to the Department of Education, children need to stay in school until at least they turn 18, preferably longer. Samantha, but working is educational. Giselle, Samantha, you'll have plenty of time for that, like the rest of your life. I wouldn't be in such a hurry. Samantha, breathing out, displeased. All right, can I have my room back? Giselle, all right, come on, Joey. Joey, no, we still haven't resolved the issue with work. Giselle, taking his hand forcibly. We'll resolve it outside, just the two of us. They go. Samantha, breathing out relief. Finally. She grabs her phone. Samantha, hey, listens. Finally, seemed like they'd never leave. How you doing over there? Kamala, voiceover, filtered, lets out a vocal breathe out. Another non-vocal breathe out. Oh, what can I say? It's been a rough few days. Samantha, breathing out. Yeah, you ain't kidding. There is a nervous silence. Samantha, thanks for helping me before. It really seemed impossible. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Yeah, it was like one of those problems that eludes regular thinking. Samantha, why do they do that to us? Are we ever really going to need it? Kamala, voiceover filtered. Well, it is based on scientific paradigms that much of what we use is based on. Samantha, but why do we need to know that? Are we ever going to really have to use it? Kamala, voiceover filtered. Maybe not directly, but there is value in knowing the principle. What if one day you really do have to move something? You have to know when to stop overloading your truck. I mean, I know it seems remote and abstract, but this is how they determine the maximum capacity for a bus, an elevator. Samantha. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Am I boring you? Samantha. No, I just wanted to say, I miss you. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Thank you. Samantha. Do you want to hang out? Kamala, voiceover filtered. Yeah, that would be nice. Samantha. You might have to come here. I'm still kind of on lockdown. No friends, no nothing until homework is done. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Well, it's the weekend. Samantha. Hey, that's right. I got my homework done early then. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Maybe I can come over tomorrow. Samantha, with her first joyful excitement in ages. Okay, you're probably the only one Mom would let in. She likes you. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Takes after her daughter. Samantha. Aw, that's sweet. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Would you be into going over the political work? Samantha. Yeah, sure, if we keep it discreet. You know we're campaigning against my folks. Kamala, voiceover filtered. Not really. Let me explain why. They think the Republicans are on their side, but that's just a con job. The progressives are the ones who have the ideas that will really work for working people like your folks. Samantha. I don't think you'll ever convince Dad of that. Grandpa tried ever since I've known them, and nothing. Dad just digs his heels in with greater fury. Kamala, voiceover filter. I understand that, baby. But there are a lot of people out there who are uneducated on the issues, who just get sound bites and headlines. If you really take a moment and talk to them, you'd be amazed at how many will stop and think about it and realize they were just voting for the popular candidate in their neighborhood, but not the one whose policies can really make a difference, like in pricing, in healthcare, childcare, education. So many issues people have been misinformed about because they say, oh, we can't talk politics. But wait a minute, this is a democracy. We can't let people shut down political discussions um, just because it's going to lead to a confrontation, not when they realize their own lives are on the line, especially mothers with children. Samantha, I don't know if I could explain all those details like you can. Kamala, voiceover, filter. You don't have to. I'm just telling you so you know what's really going on. They don't have the numbers because only a few billionaires and millionaires benefit from their policy. Oh, and we have one trillionaire now, we can't forget, who helped make this mess for the rest of us. But the important thing is you greet the voters who you call and ask them who they plan to vote for. Samantha. Isn't that supposed to be a secret? Kamala, voiceover, filtered. Of course. Every ballot is kept secret when it's done right, but you still have the right to ask, and they have the right to refuse to answer if they don't want to. Most people don't want to get into it, but there are some who, just by explaining and raising a few key points, will be moved to go vote. Sometimes it's just about them deciding to even go out and vote at all. Statistics have shown that the most enthusiastic team gets the most votes. When they feel our enthusiasm, it's like contagious. Then they'll be inspired to vote. And we got momentum going because so many people are really hurting from the high prices. Samantha, tell me about it. Kamala, and they're fed up with the salty rhetoric of this president. Basically, all we're doing is giving them the extra push. Internal, the house, kitchen, day, morning. Joey and Giselle are there. Joey's got his shoulder bag on, a cup of coffee in one hand and a sandwich in the other, half eaten. Giselle, boy, really early. I don't think anybody's up. Oh, never mind. You're going to go anyway. Joey, everybody's thinking like me. If regular hours aren't paying enough, we go in early on Saturday and work Sunday too. Giselle, don't get yourself sick. Do you have enough time for me to pack a lunch? Joey, sitting down. Good thinking. It saves money over buying. Giselle opens the fridge and grabs some items and puts something together. Giselle, especially since no customer at least, is up yet. I'm glad to see you found a solution that doesn't involve Samantha. Joey. Oh, don't put that away yet. That's just today. Gotta see how much of a difference it makes, because they're still coming in slower. Plus, I work most Saturdays anyway, and I don't see you rushing out to find extra work. Giselle says nothing as she finishes the prepped lunch. Giselle, handing the lunch to him. Here's my extra work. After a look from Joey, they kiss and he's off. Internal. The Hilton Costa Mesa. Day. Morning. Amanda is sound asleep in a bed in a dark room. Bonnie, unseen but present. Wake up, sleepyhead. We got an early assignment. Amanda, rolling over, more asleep than awake. Turns over. Bonnie, now seen, pokes and prods at her a little more. Bonnie, come on. This is a big last minute assignment. Get showered and dressed and be ready pronto. I feel like you're my Fergo number 2. Amanda rolls over on her back and stretches her arms wide out. Amanda, sleepy, exhausted. You gotta be kidding. It must be like half past hell. Bonnie, come on, let's talk. More movement. It's a big assignment, a wedding with over 200 guests, and that's just the confirmed list. Amanda, you know what time I got to bed? Bonnie, come on, put on your clothes. I mean, take off your clothes and get in the shower. It must have been 2 o'clock. Amanda, standing still horizontal. It was 4 o'clock by the time I hit the sack. Bonnie, yawning big. You're making me tired just hearing that. Come on, you promised stew. Amanda lying, stretching. Oh, that's right. She heaves herself up and out of bed and then slumps over from the extremeness of the movement. Amanda, oh, this is going to be so hard. All right, let me get ready. Bonnie, I'll be in to check on you. She leaves and Amanda slips out of her clothes and on her way to the shower. Internal hotel room, bathroom, day. The shower is on. The vague image of Amanda lathering up appears in the glass door. Amanda, POS, soft, soothing voice. Ooh, what luxury. I love these showers. The shower goes on for a while as she appears to be lathering up all over. Amanda, POS, soft, soothing voice. Oh, Josh. Yeah, feel me right there. You like it, don't you? Oh, baby. Tell me you like it. Bonnie, off screen. You ready yet? We gotta get cracking like now. Amanda, POS. Damn, girl, you're driving me. Okay. Bonnie, off screen. Yeah, don't get distracted. Internal, Joey's auto repair shop, day. Joey enters to an empty shop. He starts setting things up. Joey, today's gonna be the day. We're gonna be teeming with customers. Feigning high, less masculine voice. No, we won't. Back to regular voice in a rhythm. Yes, we will. High voice. No, we won't. Normal voice. Yes, we will. He stops his rap as he sharpens tools and inspects things. Joey, they're gonna come today. Internal, the Costa Mesa Hotel. Two large adjoining banquet rooms. Day. Several people, including hotel officials, Bonnie and Amanda, are there, with the two women in uniform. One hotel official. No, this is not going to work out. We got a much bigger party. Second hotel official. Technically, we can get enough tables in here to serve the whole party. First hotel official. But that's going to be claustrophobic. There'd be no room to move around. We're going to have to use the big banquet hall. Turning to Bonnie and Amanda. Well, girls, today you're really going to earn your paycheck. We got to pull up the stationary chairs in the large banquet hall and move 20 of these tables, indicating a large table in front of her, into there. Steve, find some of the maintenance men and tell them to help us move. Everybody clear? People indicate their readiness silently. Bonnie to Amanda. Don't worry, honey. The guys do the heavy lifting. We'll just be moving like 500 chairs. Don't worry, you'll feel it by the end. Then we get to serve all those people. Amanda looks to Bonnie to start moving something. Bonnie, don't worry, honey. We gotta wait for the men to show up first. Second hotel official comes over to Bonnie and Amanda. Second hotel official. Okay, we're gonna wait for the men to show up. You've got a lot of work ahead of you, so just relax now. She goes away. Amanda, mumbling, so only Bonnie hears it. Oh, great, you got me up at a quarter to hell just to wait around on our feet. Bonnie, sighing out. Whew, don't you leave me doing all this on my own. Amanda, semi-sarcastic. Oh, no, honey, I'd never do that. Bonnie, this would be a good time to grab an extra cup of coffee. You want one? Amanda, please. They go over to the table that has coffee and rolls. They help themselves to a cup, stirring in the milk and sugar, and grab a roll. Internal, the house, kitchen, day. Giselle has something cooking on the stove. Samantha ambles in. Samantha, sleepy, mumbles. A monotone. Good morning, Giselle. Hey, Samantha. How you doing? Samantha. What's going on? Giselle. Nothing. Just the usual. Except Joey. Dad left at the crack of dawn. It's gotten so crazy. There's probably nobody there. Samantha. I still think he had a good idea for me to work. Giselle, you'll change your mind once you actually have to work. And remember, even if you work, it's not a substitute for schoolwork. You still got to do the same homework. Samantha. All right. Do you need any help? Giselle. What do you want? Samantha. Boy, you don't waste time. I want to know if Kamala can come over and hang out. Giselle. Let me think about it. Samantha. You like her. Giselle. Yes, I do. She is well behaved. And you got your homework done, right? Samantha. Yeah, amazingly, I did. I forgot it was the weekend. Giselle. With the help you got, it's no wonder. All right, you two can hang out. Samantha. I'll call her right away. She starts to leave the kitchen, phone in ear. Samantha. Hey, Ma says it's all right for you. Giselle. Hey, what about the help you offered? Samantha to phone. Stop from leaving. Yeah, I'll explain it to you. Raises index finger to Mom. So we're all set. Coming back to Mom. Okay, sorry, here I am. Internal. Hilton, Costa Mesa. Dining area, day. Amanda and Bonnie are enjoying the coffee and the rolls when some large men come in. Amanda. I was just starting to get into it. Internal. Joey's auto repair shop, day. Still empty. Joey's placing hubcaps on tires. Joey semi-singing. Today's the day. It's going to be a busy day. Fade out.